Okay, Benjamin, I'm gonna ask you one of our more telling questions for all of our interns, so I want you to, this is the one to really think about, okay? Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
When I'm 80.
And I know myself.
And if my ciphering, as Jed Clampett once called it, serves me correctly, that would put widower Ben Whitaker at the ripe old age of 70.
What?
That's our founder and CEO, Jules Austin.
Any tips before I go in?
Blink.
Blink.
She hates when people don't blink. It weirds her out.
Meet Jules Austin, a type A Gen Xer who's got herself a new intern, although he's old enough to be her grandfather.
I'm terribly sorry. Excuse me.
Together, they are the mismatched generational mismatch that makes up the heart and soul of director Nancy Meyers' new comedy called, go figure, The Intern.
The intern sure keeps busy.
Mr. Congeniality. Everybody loves him.
And occupying the heart and soul of these two characters are Anne Hathaway and Robert De Niro, who were kind enough to give yours truly a few moments out of their busy day this week in the Great Big Apple.
You're not as old as I thought you were.
I remember my first day as an intern. I remember my first job was as a busboy in a steakhouse. And I worked it for 2 years, and it was just misery. And I'm wondering, can you guys tell me about your first jobs you ever had?
I had nothing very exciting. I made deliveries, and I did a little waiting. I wasn't happy doing that either. So
I was a babysitter. It was my first job.
Yeah, I sold steaks over the phone.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost.
So you sell steaks on the phone?
Yeah.
How does that work?
I
don't know if I'd buy a steak.
Do you want steaks? No. Call the next guy. I wasn't very good at it.
I think I worked at a place it was at a pool club kind of thing, and I worked at the hot dog hamburger where you came and got the.
Those types of jobs are important, though, don't you think?
I loved it. Oh, I had so much fun. I like being behind the counter, writing up the slip, and cash register. I liked all that kind of stuff.
And you finally, you earned your very first paycheck. You eventually earned your very first paycheck. That's kind of an important thing.
Yeah, totally, yeah.
Did you enjoy it? I mean, did you get that first paycheck?
I mean, it depends on the kid, but I was lucky. I only babysat for great kids.
It's a lot of me talking about the marbling of steaks. Sure. Hey, may I please speak with Sam?
I guess it's Sam.
You want steaks?
Do I want steaks?
Nah, never mind. It's like that. That's how I would do it.
I never had anything like this in my life. This big, beautiful, exciting thing that you created. Remember who did that?
Oh.
No, do you guys have interns?
No.
You laugh when you say that.
I'm just he is a company. I'm just a person.
we have interns in Tribeca, yeah, and some of them have become very successful, and we work for them now.
What do you look for in an intern when somebody comes to you? You look for something specific?
People who are not afraid to do the menial stuff, because the menial stuff is, in fact, sometimes the most important, because if you think you're too good to do the menial stuff, then you definitely are going to have a problem with things later on. And it says something about somebody who cares about getting your cup of coffee, getting it right, doing it fast, all those things. I've said this to people. I said, you might think you're above something, but you have to. Those little things that you don't want to do are the key things that impress, say, me. I see you do it. If you do it, I think of them for something much more important later on. It's that simple.
The Intern is playing in theaters everywhere. For Studio 10 Live, I'm Sam Hallenbeck.